Hey guys, it's Dr. Quack, and today I'm doing a tutorial. It's going to be on the basics of Sony Vegas. And this program you see right now is Sony Vegas Pro 10. And there's multiple versions. 8 through 11 are the most recent ones. And I prefer you guys get either 10 or 11. 9 if you want. I use 10 because there's a lot of plugins for it. Like all these yellow squares means they were added after the fact. And then this was also a plugin. There's also like a lot more like effects and abilities you can do on 10 than 9. And today I'm going to show you the basics. So the window arrangement might be different for you guys, but like mine's different just because I moved it around, so I like it. And as you can see, you have your basics right here. Up here you have your main toolbar, and you also have the file, all that toolbar, the home bar. Then down here you have your play, pause, stop, skip frames. You also have that right up here. And then you also have like these buttons above the preview. This is if you have a video and you wanna find this like one little frame on it, you just wanna save a picture, you'd hit that and you'd save that somewhere, and you can pick what type of picture you wanna save it as. This right here is a grid. I'll show you guys an example. Okay, so this is a grid. And it basically, so you can, like, if you're trying to make things like symmetrical, it makes it easier for you. And then this is split screen. You can like add effects to like the left or right of the clip. And down here it shows your basic settings on your clips and your like video. Now I'm going to show you something else. Right now I'm going to show you how to import a clip. And you go to your project media tab, then you go to this little folder with the two squares above it, and you import your media. And you're gonna just choose a clip you want, and it's gonna end up in here. You're gonna want to click and drag onto the timeline. And as you can see, when I clicked and dragged that, it added 2 layers, and these layers are the videos and these are the audio, and you can move them however you want just by clicking and dragging. And say you have multiple videos on multiple layers, you can do that too. But if you want the red on the top, you put it above it, and if you want the red on the bottom, you can put it above it. And now I'm going to show you how to change the opacity of something. Like say you want a little bit of the red to show. You can either have this on top and change the opacity of this. You click the top of the clip and drag down. Or you can go up here and put the red on top and change the opacity down by doing the same thing. Now I'm going to show you how to fade in and out of clips. So I'm going to scroll in so I can see more. So you're just going to click the top corners of your clips. Hold on, I'm going to show this to you guys. Oops. Okay, well that fades it in, as you can see. And then you can do the same thing to fade it out. It's going to slowly get black. And you can change how fast you want it, just by making it shorter. Well, now I'm going to show you how to like preview clips. So as you can see, as I watch this clip, it's all laggy and stuff, and it's kind of skipping the frames. But that's because I haven't pre-rendered it on the RAM preview. And basically you're going to want to change your little down bar up here to draft half. And that changes it so it's all laggy and it doesn't take as much RAM to watch it. It's still going to be pretty laggy though, but not as much as you can see. If you want to watch something full, you're going to double click it so it turns blue and it's highlighted, and you're going to hit shift and then B on your keyboard all at the same time. It's going to do like a pre-render of it, and it's going to go through each frame so it doesn't lag when you preview it. And I do this whenever I'm adding effects. I want to see what they look like. As you can see, it's all smooth, and it's going to look like just how it looks when I render it. Now I'm going to show you basics of adding effects. And what you want to do is you want to go in this and find something that you want. Say I want to add a color correction. I'm going to go up here to color curves. I'm going to drag and drop this. And then when you do that, a window is going to pop up. And this happens when you add any effect or transition. Not all the time, but most of the time. And it's basically a property, so you can change it. And say I want like a reddish color correction. I can kinda and there's also things called presets, like say I want to save this ugly color correction. You're going to go up here and highlight this text and save it as purple color correction. And you're going to hit this little save button. Now what you want to do is you're going to want to reload that tab, and then when you scroll down, it's going to be there on your in your effects, so you don't have to keep saving it. And now I'm going to show you the event pan and cropped and then event effects. Now, as you can see, there's like these two little symbols. When you click that, this is for masking or zooming in your video. Masking, you just hit check the mask and you can mask something out. Just gonna undo that. This is the undo up here. This is the save as, and then the render. And as you can see now, I have color corrections right here. I just want to add that. That's an alright color correction. That's one FaceFake uses in some of his episodes. I also have more. I have red, green, blue, number 2. Jambi's color correction. This ugly green one for Black Ops I used to use a lot. And if you want to add an effect, a quicker way is you hit that little green button on the video down here. This is the event. This shows what effects you have on this certain clip, and you can add more by going up here, hitting that little green one. And you can find a color correction you want. Like say I want is Favelas CC. It's gonna add it. It's gonna take a bit though because I'm on best full. And it takes longer when you're on best full to render things. See how bad that is though? That's why I don't use that. I can add more. I'll do worm color correction. Well, yeah, that's about it. Also, there's these transitions, and you're gonna scroll up and down to find what you want. And you can drag this so you can see it more. Now, when you want to add a transition, say I want like from here to here, what you're gonna want to do is click the clip and drag it into the next one. So it kind of does this fade. This is a default transition. It fades into it. But if you want like regular transition, like let's say, let's find one that I use. You just drag and drop it on the where you combine the clips. And as you can see, I'm rendering it, previewing it. so you guys can watch it. As you can see, it adds it, and you can speed it up or make it slower just by making the shortness. Guys, that's about the basics of it. Now I'm going to show you some of the keys besides Shift B to preview. If you want to split clips, you're going to hit S on your keyboard. That splits them so you can delete them or move them or something. And also, if you have a black overlay, I'm going to show you an example, and you want to add it to a video. Like, say you download an editing pack and you find like an overlay or an effect that you want. Say I want, hold on. Say I want this optical flare on my video. As you can see, it's just black right now. Now what you can do is you can either go to the opacity and change it down a lot, which doesn't look as good because you can barely see it. Or you can go over here against the timeline layer it's on and hit this I don't know how to say it. Compositing, I think it is. And then you're going to go up here and hit add, and that basically destroys all the black out of it. And you can do this with anything. I'm going to find a different one. Say I want like a chill edit and I want this film on here. I can zoom in and then you hit add and see it's kind of like an overlay, and you can also change the opacity down so it's not as strong. Now you're gonna have the old video film effect. But guys, that's basically about it for the basics of Vegas. I will see you guys next time.